personally. Let's look at Luke 12 from verse 4 and 5. It says, I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after your body has been killed, has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. This tells us that God actually knows the whereabouts. The whereabouts, let me say that. If somebody were to just get off the radar for just a little while in this large city like ours, Nairobi, or anywhere else, there's always going to be an appeal going out for a missing person. Yeah, a missing person appeal. Why? Because they've gotten lost in the middle of so many. It's like you're one of those people in so many sand. You've got to look for this person. You've got to describe them very carefully, because sometimes you have even lookalikes, the doppelganger thing. You've got to describe this person, their complexion, what they were wearing, and so on and so forth. And when this person has been found, what happens? There is normally joy, especially with the family, for he was lost and now they've been found. Isn't that right? So how much more for our God? Can you imagine if the census were to be done today, just like it was done around the time of the rulers of old, where Joseph and Mary had to also go into their district to get counted? How many people would those be that would qualify to be the official population for Kenya? Perhaps 50 million. Maybe that's a conservative figure. Maybe 50 million people, right? So after we get there, you know, you cannot even have 1 million friends. Maybe you can have 1 million friends, followers or viewers on social media, but you must not, you may not really know all these people. But there is a God who sticks closer than a brother. He knows your name, even the number of your hairs on your head. They're all numbered. They have been counted. Why? Because God knows us. God knows our story. Jesus says, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. If you fear him who, after your body has been killed, has authority to throw you into hell. What he's speaking about here is really that there are times and seasons for people. Times come and go and people come and go. But even after all this time, God knows the story of those people who have fallen asleep. God knows the story of those people who are still living. God knows them. So he knows us by name. He has not forgotten us. He has always remembered who we are, whose we are, how we move, how we feel. He knows all that. It's hard enough for a family, maybe of 10 or 15, to keep up with the goings on of the children. But our Father, it does not matter how many we are. He will keep up with us. He knows. By the way, he does not even slumber. He does not even sleep, because he watches over his people. That's how much he cares for us, for you and for me. He cares. He knows. And he knows our chapter. He was there before time. He will be there out of time. He is there out of time. He does not exist within our 24-hour clock system. And maybe one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a day. So fear him who knows you very well. He knows you to your last name, to you. You remember what Gideon was saying? My clan is the least among them all, right? But God knew him. God knew him. And this is the God that we worship today. So I hope this encourages you, that you are known. Yes, maybe the head of state might not have your name, you know, but he is actually He's in charge of this country. But there is one who is bigger than the head of state. Yeah? He's able to know. He knows just what you're going through. And this is the word that we have this morning. Be encouraged.